Fresh. Wow. Did you make it?
No.
Who made it? You did. Did you make the bannock? Who made the bannock?
No.
You did it, I know. Let me see your hands. I think you have flour on your hands. Let me see. Is there flour?
No balls?
No flour. Let me see your hands. Let me see. She did it then. Is there flour on her hands? No, she didn't make it either.
After tonight's jamboree.
Oh, I can't even tell you what an honor it's been to be able to be here and to share. Especially on a subject that I am so passionate about. You know, recovery and the difference that Alcoholics Anonymous has made in my life. And, okay, Maud has spoken. And everybody has been so welcoming and so just hospitable, and it felt like I was coming home coming here. And it really moved me this week to see all the work that you guys are doing, and it really inspires me, and especially the community that I work in. I really hope that something like that can happen there, because I know how devastating addiction is, and there's nobody that's left untouched by it, and the work that you guys are doing is absolutely phenomenal, and I love you and I thank you for that, and thank you for these.
National Addictions Awareness Week. We were ma kailangan sige na nung gadik around those gadik. Sebenarnya mek awak buat gaya ginoaga kat pijaya mana dera istranu. It's sebenarnya tamam tahu. Jongain na tahunan.
Thank you for everything that you have done for us. We are not going to action. We are not smart. We are not going to kick it. Now we are not to watch and the mums to going on Katifka. So the Nachum going, I have been in the tobacco. No, we are a Nachmeag no Kagisrak. I am in Jewish at the Honok. Kat the Benin watch and a Matchgay, much machine. I am in Aman. She showed my Honok. She had the Bakti watch, Maga, Takun watch. We went a Katakun Chena and Konagamina, much machine. We were Nena Mando, Kadu Mochwen.
Down the way, so text me if you must. Send me some mushi or some walleye if you can. Text me if you must. Send me those hearts. Send me the wink with a smile. A mick, a muskrat, or a beaver. Send me that beaver tail. Tastes so cool. I shared with the people at the, is it the Nioxalin Center? Suboxone, sorry. That my parallels to the character I played as Leon the alcoholic was so much similar to what I played in my real life. Because when the director, Stuart Margolin, wanted to talk to me, he says, you know, as a new actor, as a young actor, quite often if you're asked to play an alcoholic role, you happen to play oversimplified version of this alcohol, the stereotype, falling down, slurring the words, and oh, I'm drunk, oh no, 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 to actually portraying an alcoholic character that's drunk but pretending to be sober. And he said, "Are you been drinking, Leon?" No, I haven't. I'm straight. Oh, really? How are things going? Things are going really, really precocious. They're going extra fantabulous. So he starts making up words and pretending that he's sober, and actually, way inside, he's really drunk. So Stuart Margolin had a really good direction for me. So I challenged myself, because when there was a character, Leon, playing that he was having DTs inside the jail cell in Lynx River, I really had to concentrate and just act like I was sick, and I was seeing things, and I was, you know, like going into this state of consciousness where things were real, but yet they weren't. And he did a really good job, because I did a really good job. With his direction, I was able to bring that off, and I even got a little bit emotional looking at that, because I deal with so many people that are active alcoholics, and across Canada today, the programs that the National Alcohol and Addictions Awareness Week is right across the country, where we are suffering, we are hurting, we need help, and to come to Sandy Lake to be a part of that, I'm really honored, and I'm glad to be here.
I'm not an alcoholic myself, but I've been touched by alcoholism. I was married at a young age of 20 years old, and my husband was an alcoholic and practicing at the time when we got married. And then he quit drinking probably about 5 years into our marriage. Convinced me I was an alcoholic, so I spent a year in the AA program, but realized that, you know, I didn't have the addiction the same way that the other people in the program had. So I spent years in Al-Anon, and that really helped me gather strength for myself, because I was really shy before, and I was unable to make any decisions for myself, because for one, my husband was always telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing, how I should be acting, or how I should be dressing, or cutting my hair, or whatever. And so there was that, and then also my my shyness and my codependency upon other people. I think that came from being a 60 scoop person. I always felt lost. I never felt like I belonged anywhere. And growing up in a white home, I lost all my culture. And so I just didn't feel like I belonged in white society. And once I started, I quit school in grade 10 and gone to a different school. And there were Native people that were there. And I realized I didn't feel like I belonged there either. And so it was pretty much when I met my husband in high school, I latched onto him and let him control my life. And it wasn't until he quit drinking and I started going to Al-Anon that I realized that, you know, I did have a voice, and I started to become a person on my own. and it was a mentally abusive relationship. He wasn't ever physically abusive with me, but the mental abuse was enough, and it took me, I think, about 25 years before I was able to get enough strength through counseling and the Al-Anon program and that to be able to leave. And I had 2 daughters in that marriage, and so I really wanted to show them that they didn't have to go through this themselves, you know. And so we were really close as they grew up, and both of them were really happy when I did make the move to leave on my own. And so yeah, alcoholism touches everyone, right from children to adults to grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles. It's amazing how much it touches everyone's lives and affects their decision making and their I don't know I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, so yeah, that's sort of my story in a nutshell.
This poster contest, and I thank each and every one of you, and as well as to the principal, the school, and all the teachers. Thank you very much. Your poster is going to be posted throughout the community. All the posters that each and one of your students did, I thank you, and they're going to be posted everywhere. Okay? So again, first place on the 7A from the grade 7A class goes to Korea.
Just stand over here.
Just stand over here, wait.
And then the last
Artist is hiring.
over there and wait.
Oh my goodness, way to go. Champions. This is the elite.
Okay, you'll go line up over there and wait.
The elite artist.
Shortly. Go line up over here.
And the senior grade level is
Jolyn.
Mary Ray.
And Eden, you have to wait for.
Mary
You go stand
Ray
over there.
and Rebecca Kakigama. What Rebecca Kakigama?
What's your name? Joel.
High school.
You'll go stand over there and wait for pictures. Journey. You'll go stand over there and wait for pictures.
Who's Michael
Michael
Fiddler?
Fiddler right here.
Yay!
Mary Ray.
Rebecca.
Go line up over there and wait.
$1,000 only.
Who's standing over there with them? Celise and Michael. That's who we're waiting for. Celise and Michael. What's Celise's last name? Kayama Corey?
This is not here today.
Oh, Celise is not here today.
Is he coming?
This is video so far though. I'm filming right now. TikTok.
Do you know what TikTok is?
No. Yeah, if you got a phone and you want a picture, you give it up. Give up your phone, and we'll take photos for you. Gone.
Okay, I'll show you envelopes and say National Addiction Awareness Week.
You should be so proud. We're gonna put the picture.
Say we the best at 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to make a video. 1, 2, 3. Put that on there.
Hold on, quick interview. Interview. Both of you, ready? Yeah, let's do an interview. So, you two are one of the elites, the #1 artists in the community, Sandy Lake.
Yeah.
Tell us, what's your inspiration? What inspired you to create the artwork you did?
I don't know. Me looking at all of the posters,
So you're looking at your competition first,
yes.
and then you were able to manifest something inside of you and win. What's your painting process? What's your creative process? Do you have some sort of, what do you do first when you see a blank canvas? What do you do first?
first I create stuff in my mind and like I add ideas and stuff. Then first I sketch it on a small piece of paper and then I just start working.
You start filling it in?
Yeah.
Do you work in the middle of the paper or the edges or does it's different every time?
I work on the edges.
Ah. Thank you for giving us some of your secrets. Thank you.
Look, he's running away.
I know, right?
Limbo lower now. How low can you go? First you spread your limbo feet, then you move to limbo beat.
Derica, can you come to the front?
Robin Head? Come on, me.
Who's your dad?
Get everything is ready. A long way, you $20 for you?
How does it feel to tell us what was going through your head when you was thinking about that? What was happening?
I started feeling really dizzy. And like I couldn't think of anything else but like, you know what that guy said?
What he said?
He said if you go lower and like the angle where you put your feet and your hands, you're gonna get a good balance.
Do you practice limbo?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, in my class.
Really?
Instead of having we can resume
Go one. Just do one.
I can't do it.
$682-4032. Yes, it's a good one.
We got a bingo.
Wow.
This will be her birthday. Her birthday's coming in December.
Wow. Her birthday is December 11th coming up, and she's going to use this money to celebrate her birthday. She thanks the committee. I think there's the money right here.
It's her early birthday.
She's going to be 75 years old, so anybody want to come here and help them with the bump? We start doing them by 25. 23.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I got most of them some of them.
do your best. This is for the
Where did you learn the jig? Do an interview real quick. So you just won the big 55-inch TV. How does that make you feel?
The other two, can you come to the front also? The last two that took part. Let's give her a big round of applause again.
Down in New Orleans.
I just want to say, Shemigwech, health, staff, you know, health is such a big part of our lives in Sandy Lake. If we could move everybody in Sandy Lake, that's prevention. we're gonna get healthier, and we're not gonna get sick if we move our bodies. We're gonna be living longer lives. So health is such a big thing in our lives. Health. Let's give a big hand of applause to health staff. Come on. I'm saying this on the bottom of my heart. Come on, guys.
Don't spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Thank you.
So thank you to everybody that made this Awareness Week happen. And I hope for safe travels for our guests when they go home. And thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of our community this week. And as Peter mentioned, the Kino family will be home about 12:30 tomorrow. So we will be paying our respects to them when they arrive. And then we'll see you guys there, and God bless.
They snared a rabbit and we're drying it out so that we could do something with the fur for warmth, turn it inside out for it to dry properly. How long is the drying process?
By tomorrow it'll be ready. I think. You can use that as a sock.
For socks?
Yeah, socks. In the winter time, your feet will not get wet and not freeze. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you can make 2 pairs of socks with this?
Yeah, with that one or that one.
but I moved up. These ones. Would you be interested in one?
Sure. What is this? Army clothing.
Winter jacket for you, large. Check this out.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's blank. It's yours if you want to buy. $125 if you're interested. Then you have your own logo.
Let me see a smaller. Let me see a medium.
That's all I got.
Large?
Yeah. I can order, but that's going to take like a week to 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, large is too. I like them tighter than these.
There's yours. And I don't have any smaller, medium. Yeah, I do that for the First Nations. See, I even got all the t-shirts here for, you know.
So where are you currently seeing this? Where do people get a hold of this stuff if they were interested?
Me. Ken Goodwin Jr.
Do you have a, where do you, can you, so you selling it online or no? Or like, where do people, is it promotion on Facebook you were saying, or what's the first?
No, they just come to me and pay me, and then I put their name on the list, and then I order them. You know?
Oh, I see, yeah.
Just like every one of them.
Can you hold it up a second? I just want to take a look at this again. This looks pretty cool. Wow, it's got the San Diego logo. So the Army. So the guys that go out in the bush and stuff, these guys are...
Yeah, whoever, you know. I got this one because of the guys are always saying, you only get stuff for the girls, you know what I mean? They always say that all the time. You know, like those Cole Harbor, those windbreakers, you know, the ones that we always get. So I got something different for the guys. Yeah.
You have an eye for designs too, for color schemes. That was pretty nice. The Sunny Lake logo goes good with the Army fatigue, man.
Yeah. Okay. Our old chief, Josiah Spidler, passed away now, said each flag represents the last name in Sandy Lake. See, there's Kakapetum, Kagamak, Mikas, Ray, Goodman, Harper, Mamikizek. I'm going to put Goodwin in there too. I forget the other two, but that's all of the original last names of Sandy Lake. All the original last names. That's why there's 11 flags on there. And that's what Josiah Spidler did. That's his logo.
Wow. Very nice.
So I'm really passionate about it. That's my uncle. That's my uncle Josiah.
Oh.
My grandfather was chief before, Jacob Fiddler. We've had a lot of family in our council. One of these days I will.
Stay up till morning and head out exploring. Make up for months that we've missed.